Meghan and Harry are reportedly set to enter a new era of visibility.
That's the bit I wanted you to sell. That's the bit I wanted you to sell.
Era of visibility.
Yeah.
Well,
it's the news the nation needs at the moment, isn't it? Because let's face it, they have been so quiet for so long, and now we are told, because they're bringing out the new paperback version of Finding Freedom. Remember that one came out 12 months ago exactly. Well, now the paperback version is out, but it also does have a new updated section about everything that's happened in the last 12 months.
There has been a bit.
Yeah, why this book is particularly interesting is because the authors, it is believed that Meghan and Harry do contribute and cooperate in the writing of this book. Now, officially they don't. Maybe they don't do it person to person. Maybe there's an intermediary involved. But the belief is commonly held that they do contribute to this book. So what's in it is said to be pretty ringy-dingy. Now, they are saying that as of now, it is this new era of visibility. They are going to be getting out and about.
Good.
We are going to be seeing them and hearing from them a lot more.
Good.
Sorry, just to interrupt, who's saying the era of visibility? Is that coming from their camp?
That's coming from their camp.
Okay.
Well, Omid Scobie has said this is what he is told.
The author did, right.
Yeah, the North, and allegedly they do communicate with him.
Yes.
So he sort of speaks unofficially on their behalf. So we are going to hear and see a lot more of them. The Queen herself, of course, has always worked on the theory that seeing is believing, right? And we know that obviously they've had parental leave, and obviously there's been restrictions on how and where they can go out anyway. But as of now, good times ahead. But the book also does say that Meghan is very unhappy because she believes the Queen has not done the follow-through on the whole racism claims that were brought forward in the Oprah interview. You know, the alleged scene where people raised concerns about the colour of the baby's skin. And the palace said, recollections may vary, but they said, we will investigate. And she says they haven't investigated, so how can we move forward?
Pete, are you sure you've got it right? Because with the heavy American accent, you're sure they're not saying the era of visibility?
The era of visibility, yeah. That's very clever, Larry. I'm going to use that on radio. With no credit to you whatsoever.
Well, massive credit to me. You'll be hearing from my legal team. All right, back home now, model and author Tara Moss is suing a New South Wales GP. What's going on with that?
Yeah, we love Tara Moss. So this will be a fascinating one to see how it plays out. It's playing out in the Supreme Court. So what has happened is she's taking on a doctor. She's suing a doctor in the Blue Mountains who she went to on multiple occasions complaining about pain that she had, and she says she was not diagnosed correctly. So it wasn't until 2 years later when she went to another GP that he did diagnose her properly. She got MRIs done, etc., and her correct problem was found, and she's been getting treatment ever since. But she is certainly suffering, as you can see, a lot of long-term damage here, where she's using either a wheelchair or a walking stick to get around, a walking stick she names Wolfie, and so this will play out. They say that she was negligent. The doctor's legal team is saying that Tara was negligent because she didn't say to them, I've got pain in my hip. She was talking about her pelvic area. So clearly, you know, when you take on a doctor, it's a big thing, and we'll see how it does play out. But, you know, we only want the best for Tara. She's such a gem of a lady. And 2 years ago, she was on the morning show, and she's always a welcome guest. And she made reference here to Wolfie.
So Wolfie's actually backstage in case I need her later. She's my walking stick. So I've been using a mobility aid since the early 2016, on and off when I need it, like millions of other people. So now I'm just embracing that the walking stick helps me to be more active, enjoy my life more fully and with less pain. And that's true for a lot of other people. So I just want to be out there and, I guess, representing.
So we'll follow through and see where that case goes.
Gee, that's fascinating, isn't it? You wouldn't think a hip and a pelvic, like, it's all kind of in the general area, isn't it? Yeah.
Same postcode.
I'm no doctor, but yet I'm going to follow that one. I'm going to follow that one through because, wow, a lot of people have that same complaint. Moving on, Johnny Depp has had a legal win. Just quickly, Pete.
Yeah, so what happened was, I know it gets confusing with Johnny Depp and Amber, so this is a whole new defamation case that he's bringing against her because of an article she wrote in the Washington Post. Now, Amber Heard tried to have this case closed down. She said, what's the point? This case has already been run in England and I won. He is now allowed to be called a wife beater. Why are we going through another defamation case? But it's a win for Johnny Depp. They are allowed to continue with the case, so we're going to be hearing a lot more about their antics.
All right, Pete, thank you very much for that. Feel free to use anything from today's wrap on radio for free.
Thank you. Bye.